I would say another thing that I was constantly told is like, oh, you know, you should date specific people and date for PR and date this actor and that actor. I never listened to any of that shit. And I'm so glad because now I make the rules and I work on my own terms, and my success is not because of another guy next to me or another hero that I'm hanging on to. You know, it's on my own. Or even whatever cameos I was doing. I always said, this is great. They're going viral. They're making me who I am today. But the next thing is to be a lead, and I'm working towards that. And I want people to see that evolution in every step of the way. You can act. I don't know if you're good enough. There's other people who are willing to do, you know, the same roles you want. So why would we consider you? And also performing at the FIFA Fan Fest in front of like 70,000 people, and that was my show. And I would have never imagined someone like me would ever be in a platform like that. And I carried, the image, and I brought it to a big platform like that. And I'm sure many people saw that and thought, wow, okay, this is a big thing.
Hello everyone, I'm Rudrani and welcome to Speak Easy. My guest today is very, very special. You think of dance and I tell you she's the queen, taking forward India's hip-hop and Afrobeats movement for quite some time now. But there's so much more to Nora Fatehi than you see, because there's nothing that she can't do. Hello, queen.
Hello, thank you.
Such an interesting time to see that today. You actually went there and you announced your big film, and opposite Varun Tej, Matka, and it just shows where hard work can take you. You're someone who was told, oh, you're just a dancer, and look where you have brought it, which is why shows like this that tell dancers that, you know, you can do pretty much anything if you can do this is so important. I want your comments on that.
Yes, wow. It's, if you put it in perspective, it's quite amazing. It serves to be some sort of inspiration for many people who have been told no in their life, and who have immense self-belief, but, you know, just didn't get much support. I think I've been so blessed for all the doors that have been opening. So if one door shut, another one opened for me, or if all the doors would shut, then there would be like a window, you know. So I think I've been very, very grateful for that, and I'm constantly thanking God and thanking my fans, because if I didn't get love and support from the audience, I don't think half of the things that are happening would happen. The numbers speak, the kind of response that I get from the public allows filmmakers and allows others to get motivated to work with me.
And not just that, you have more films in the kitty.
Finally.
And of course, like I always told you, we need more songs. You have been following up that as well.
Always.
You know what it takes back, Nora? It takes back to the time that both of us were sitting in a very different country and just chatting. You're still the same person, only things you dreamed even bigger and now you achieved them.
Definitely.
How does it feel? Remember the time?
I do remember, yes. I remember.
And remember, we just, at the time things looked far, but it wasn't too far, and look where you've reached today. It just makes me so immensely proud to see you like that.
Thank you. It's crazy. And it was just like yesterday we had these conversations, but since then till now, so much has happened, from doing songs that broke records to becoming this dance sensation where people wanted to emulate my dance moves, to me seeing that and realizing, okay, there's some sort of influence happening here. This is a chance for me to convert it into a moment where I can create a platform to also celebrate other performers and other artists and other self-taught dancers, and maybe even non-dancers on social media. So that's where I came up with the hashtag Dance with Nora. And it's my little baby, it's my little movement where, you know, I allow a place and space for people to shine and opportunities for people to join me on big stages. And that's a way for me to give back, because a lot of the things, like I said, that are happening are thanks to the audience. So I like to share those moments with them. But yeah, so from doing songs to, even before doing songs, people are like, no, I don't know if I can take you in a song. I don't know if you're going to be good enough. To doing songs, to wanting to act, and I don't know if you can act. I don't know if you're good enough. There's other people who are willing to do, you know, the same roles you want. So why would we consider you? To finally people considering me for acting roles, to suddenly saying, hey, can I now do lead roles? And I want to do lead roles, to, I don't know, you know, we need some time for that, to now doing lead roles. And a lot of other things happened simultaneously, globally, you know, being on the FIFA World Cup stage, performing at the closing ceremony. It was crazy. I think it was also a moment where people gained a lot of respect for me, singing the anthem, Light the Sky, on the field during the closing ceremony in one of the most historic games ever, Argentina and France, you know, and witnessing that, and also performing at the FIFA Fan Fest in front of like 70,000 people. And that was my show. And I would have never imagined someone like me would ever be in a platform like that. And I carried, you know, the image, and I brought it to a big platform like that. And I'm sure many people saw that and thought, wow, okay, this is a big thing.
Which is why I think reality shows, and not just that, shows like this, that is giving everyone an opportunity to show who they are so important, because you started from a reality show.
I did,
and
yes.
You know, at that time, they thought like you'd be on stage and then whatever.
Right, yes.
You know, it was never taken that seriously, right?
Like, it wasn't, no, it definitely wasn't. Also, besides that, even people who heard I was gonna do reality shows were like, well, you know, you can just forget about becoming like a lead actress. It just doesn't work like that. So I'm really glad I'm able to prove all those people wrong, because it also sends a message across that you need to go for whatever opportunity comes your way, and you prove yourself, you work hard, and another door will open, and that will open another door, and then it keeps going. But if you refrain from doing things and you think you're better than others, or one mode of work is better than another mode of work, it doesn't work like that. And I was a contestant of a reality show, and nobody thought I'd ever become a judge of a reality show, you know, and that's happening, and I don't take it for granted at all.
No, I don't think you do. I see you value it every moment, because I don't think you stop, right?
No,
like,
no.
You go from one project to the other. And I think that is why a lot of young women are very inspired, because you're completely from the outside, and people said you couldn't make it. They said, oh, you know, you're another Katrina Kaif, you have to, you know, don't do this, don't do that, and you didn't listen to all of that. Today, if what are the few things that you didn't listen to, which you would like to also tell this to a lot of young actors who hope one day they get to be like you, or get to, you know, see the kind of stardom that you're seeing today?
There's a lot of things I didn't listen to.
Which is great, by the way.
Yeah, which is great. And a lot of them are the reasons why I am who I am today. One was don't do songs, right? I keep saying that in all of my interviews. Another one is don't do reality shows. Another is, you know, I remember there was this one person who I was, after the success of Dilbar, I was saying, all right, now, like, I want to also focus on opening up another market. I want to go international also. Let's do here, let's do outside too at the same time. Why not? We can make it happen. And the response I got was, okay, no, focus on one thing, that's it. You know, so that also, I didn't like that response. So I went on and started doing international stuff at the same time, and I'm doing it both, and it's working great for me. At least for me, it's working. I would say another thing that I was constantly told is like, oh, you know, you should date specific people and date for PR and date this actor and that actor. I never listened to any of that shit. And I'm so glad, because now I make the rules and I work on my own terms, and my success is not because of another guy next to me or another hero that I'm hanging on to. You know, it's on my own, and everyone else is just a plus, you know. So I'm very proud of that, and I say that very, very proudly. But even, you know, being able to judge a show that's so revolutionary in every way possible, it's the first of its kind, and that too next to someone like Remo Sir. You know, it's crazy. Remo Sir was just someone who I dreamed to work for, let alone work with, you know, alongside. So everything about the show embodies who I am and what my journey is. The tagline is Gali Se Glory Tak, and that is literally my journey in a sentence.
Which I think is absolutely fabulous. But I'll quickly take this moment. There was that moment here when you said, but I went ahead and I'm doing such international collaborations. I'm like, this is that moment to say that. Got that, right? Because for people who don't know, and we spoke about it very briefly when I met you at Filmfare, about that you have collaborations with CK and stuff coming up.
Working on it,
you know,
yeah,
and it's huge, because you were told that, you know, you're not sticking to Bollywood music, you're not sticking to whatever, and you are, you know, you're Moroccan, you're whatever, how will you get the global appeal? But I don't know any other person who has the kind of appeal that you've managed to get, even for your songs, which is amazing. And then you have people collaborating who are artists already. I think it's telling of what you want to do.
Yeah, definitely. And I think it just shows you what my mindset is. I always think big, and I always said, okay, so I'm appearing in music videos, because that is how I started my career, appearing in music videos, dancing, and that's it. Every time a music video went successful, whether it was Baby Marbaki Manegi or Na, any of these, I always say, this is great, but the next step is singing my own music videos, singing my own songs. So I work towards that, and now I have Pipita, which is a really big Afro song with Rayvani, 30 Little Secret, which released last year with Zach, now Sexy in My Dress, and the FIFA anthem, Light the Sky. So these are things that I'm proud of my evolution. Same goes for reality shows like Hip Hop India. I was a contestant at one point, and I always thought, okay, what's the next evolution to being a contestant? It's judging, and I've really worked hard to make that happen. And when it comes to films, you know, having 4 or 5 minute appearances in films via the songs that I did, or even whatever cameos I was doing, I always said, this is great. They're going viral. They're making me who I am today. But the next thing is to be a lead, and I'm working towards that. And I want people to see that evolution in every step of the way.
And you can tell them that you're a lead for so many.
Yeah.
Why don't you go ahead and tell them that?
Yeah, definitely.
Announce the ones that you have already.
Yeah, I mean, we have the one that obviously we spoke about, Excel's comedy film, Madgaon Express. And I'm very kicked about that. It's a comedy film with some great actors. There's one which I'm not telling you, girl. You have to wait until
But
we
I'm very
announce
proud
it.
of you.
But it's a big one.
Big one?
Yeah,
Woo.
it's a very big one, and I'm very proud of that one. You know, there's an extreme sport action film I'm working on right now, and of course a Telugu film that announced yesterday with Varun Tej, and still working on another Telugu film with Pavan Kalyan. So it's crazy. I'm just really, touch wood, just very, very, very grateful.
Absolutely. I'm going to end it with some very quick, fun questions because it's you. And so, Nora, are you ready? Okay. What is one thing as a contestant that you think they should have, a quality?
They should have presence. Presence immediately.
Okay. As a judge, what is one thing that you always are mindful of?
Nothing.
Nothing?
No filters. No.
I love it.
That's a part of, I think, my character as a judge, being somewhat spontaneous and crazy. That's me.
Okay. Someone you want to collaborate with soon?
Everybody.
Putting it in the universe.
Hrithik Roshan.
Hrithik Roshan. We have to make that happen.
I know. A lot of people are telling me that. I don't know how that's going to happen, but...
And a full-on dance movie. Please, let's make that happen.
Full-on, right? Yeah.
Okay. After Varun Tej, one actor that you really want to work with?
Allu Arjun.
We hope that happens.
Yeah, it should. I would love that.
Okay. And I always will be from that stage to judging Hip Hop India. I think it's incredible.
And thank you for always rooting for me. And
always.
Even, you know, passive support is always welcome. And everyone, please watch Hip Hop India on Amazon Mini TV. Woo-hoo. It's free.
Let's go. Thank you so much, Nora.
Thank you.
Always lots of love.